This is from a storm chaser who just arrived in Hamilton, Mississippi. But take a look at this. Homes are flattened. There are large trees that have been snapped and then toppled. There's sheet metal, as you saw there, wrapped around the top of trees. And there are windows of vehicles that have been blown out.
And we're going to see more of this as the sun comes up. Let's go now to meteorologist Allison Chinchar. She's in the Severe Weather Center. We're seeing some of the damage there in Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana. What more are you seeing?
A lot of similar damage in other states. Again, this stretched from Texas all the way to Alabama in the last 24 hours. Now, some of this damage has been caused by straight line winds, but the damage you just saw in that video, that is likely caused by a tornado. Same thing with this video from Alto, Texas. Yes, straight line winds can knock trees down, power lines, but some of the more significant damage to structures, that typically means it was more likely a tornado, and in some cases, a very strong tornado. But tornadoes weren't the only thing that we saw. Look at some of this hail. You had numerous reports of baseball-size hail across many areas in Texas yesterday, but what makes these unique is the weird shape. They're more like starbursts, or some people even calling them sea anemones. We had a lot of storm reports yesterday, over 100 total severe storm reports, 13 of those so far being reported tornadoes, and that threat is going to continue to push east later on today. Here's a look at the live radar. The system itself stretches from Michigan all the way down towards Florida. The strongest of the storms right now are located from Tennessee down to Florida. We still have some tornado watches in effect for at least the next several hours. However, with that said, further tornado watches are expected as the storm continues to progress off to the east. This is going to be your main threat area for today. Severe storms expected from New York all the way down towards Florida. These yellow and orange colors, that's going to be more of your main bullseye for the storms. We're talking again, damaging winds, large hail, and the potential for some isolated tornadoes. Here's a look at that storm continues to progress east, so really kind of impacting the afternoon hours for places like Raleigh and Charlotte, whereas Atlanta would be more likely in the morning. Augusta, again, is also looking at the potential for severe weather. Guys, the reason they did this was their best threat is the afternoon, so the thought process is if you can push the match a little bit earlier and get those guys out in the morning, hopefully they can finish up before the storms get in.